What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to do a first impressions because yesterday, when I filmed this, I don't know when you'll see it, we did On the Edge live stream, and I did an unboxing of this guy. This is the Heretic Knives Wraith, the Tonto flipper, and the carbon fiber integral. This was graciously sent to the channel for review from Max. I will have his Instagram linked down below. He is an awesome dude. He's also part of the Facebook group that we have called the Shadow Rangers. Awesome Facebook group. We have no rules. It's just where you can go, bullshit, have fun, and it's just a fun place to hang out. So I will also probably link that Facebook group down below if you're interested in that. So yeah, I unboxed this last night on the live. Didn't really get to talk about it much, so we're going to do a first impressions on this guy, and it's so damn sweet. I mean, just look at this. So you've got really awesome carbon fiber integral with flame titanium bolster, subframe lock, and pocket clip with a ceramic ball. It's just a really sexy looking knife. And when I saw him post a picture of this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to check one of these out. And he said, man, he said he would send it to me, and he is just awesome. So obviously I got to play with it a little bit today, and my first impressions of this thing are quite good. So materials wise, obviously it's premium, right? Titanium and carbon fiber. This is the first carbon fiber integral that I have ever handled. I knew there were some out there. There's not many out there. And this is impressive. This is really impressive. I love how this is done. As you can see, the subframe lock is actually attached to the carbon fiber integral. And that acts as your lock bar with a lock bar insert. It's just an amazing feat of manufacturing that I love. It's also just look how sexy this is. They have quite a few different variations of this knife. There is an automatic version of this knife. I personally much rather have the manual operation because it's just my thing. So how's the flipper? The flipping action on this thing is good. The closing action is sexy. Like really, really good closing action. Now, can you fail this flipper? Yep, you absolutely can fail this flipper. It is a lighter detent for a flipper knife. So, but, I mean, I usually will, you can see the flipper tab here. This is not a full review, but I can get this thing out every single time. And I kind of like that this one has a little bit of a lighter detent because Max told us in the live stream, because of the DLC coating, it gives you enough grip to do that, which basically middle finger flick it by just putting your finger on the blade and whipping it out. Now, I do have to use a little bit of wrist to be able to get that to work, but the fact that I can do that is really cool. Now, it's not my absolute favorite way to middle finger flick a knife, but now that I can do it multiple different ways makes this thing so much more fun for me, because flipper-only knives do get kind of boring. But that's in the action. Definitely couldn't get bored of the aesthetics of this knife. I think this thing looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. This one is Elmax steel. Don't know if I said that. Ergonomically, this thing is a total win. Even though the flipper tab is there, I have quite a bit of room with my big hands. My thumb lands on the jimping just a little bit high where my thumb is hanging off, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty comfortable. The jimping is really good because it's grippy, but it's not hurting me. And then it does have what a lot of people call the flipper choil. And most of the time that doesn't work for me. And this one's not perfect. However, I actually can get my fat finger right there and choke up on the blade, and it's right there at it. So I'm not going to suggest everybody do it, but if you have smaller, thinner fingers than I do, this is actually going to be really nice for you. And I've actually held the knife like this. I haven't cut anything with it yet, but it's really comfortable in that grip. So that is also really cool. It doesn't feel overly heavy. It's carbon fiber integral, for God's sakes. When we do the full review, we will go over all the specs. But I do know that this thing is actually, hand assembled, hand ground, and sharpened in the United States. And yeah, gotta love that. Look at this wicked Tanto, whatever. I really, really like the blade shape, how it actually dips down here, comes back down, nice swedge, which is kind of, you can see it there. It's a really nice blade shape. I think this thing is going to do well cutting, but this is not my knife. This is also, this is, Max's baby. So I'm not going to go crazy on any kind of cutting task, but the blade geometry on this thing feels amazing. And of course, with the Tonto, it actually doesn't get too delicate of a tip. The Tonto point right here is really good for getting into packages and whatnot. So anyways, guys, quick little video of my first impressions of the Heretic Wraith. And it's a good first impressions. I'm really digging this knife. It is absolute pocket jewelry and functionality all in one. Oh, I didn't even see. All right, so you got your pivot there. I also want you to see the collar that also is flame tied. Come on, camera. Look how badass that looks. I really like that. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. Full review will come shortly on this beautiful blade. Guys, stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in. And we will see you in the next one.